sugar-free 365. This weekend, I've been trying to really like Greek yogurt, and so I had found another recipe for, I've cooked with Greek yogurt before, so I thought, well, maybe if I put it in something, it will be a little more palatable. And so there was a recipe for overnight oats, and I tried that. Before I went to bed, I had made the recipe, and it was fairly simple. It was yogurt and oats and some other stuff. And so I got up in the morning very hopeful, and I tried it, and it was it was very Greek yogurty. So my husband was thinking about making some pancakes, and I was like, well, I've made these Greek yogurt stuff before. I tasted it, and then I was like, as soon as I tasted it, I was like, make the pancakes. And he came over and tasted it, and he spit it out in the sink. It's Greek yogurt. After I posted the video on Greek yogurt, I saw one on YouTube that was talking about how to make Greek yogurt better. And it was basically, well, there were 5 things, and one of them was kind of like the recipe that I had made the first time with cinnamon. And then there was berries, and the one that I've tasted one at Whole Foods, and it had a berry, like the cute ones that have the yogurt and then the little berry thing that you dump in. It was like that, and it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. I think I would get that one again. But there's not a Whole Foods. Whole Foods is like an hour and a half from our house, so that was probably not a common thing for me. But the other things were add honey. I was like, well, yeah, if you add a whole bunch of sugar to it, it's gonna taste better. So maybe, I don't know, maybe Greek yogurt is just not something that is, I mean, there are things that it's good. It's not the only healthy thing that I can start incorporating into my diet. But anyway, so since I didn't want to eat that, so I was going to try another recipe that was in the book. And it was pancakes, because my husband was making pancakes. So I thought, okay, he's making pancakes, so I'll make pancakes. And it was super simple. It was 3 ingredients. It was oats, eggs, and cottage cheese. And so I start making it. And at this point, I'm making pancakes. I kind of wanted something sweet. It's getting a little harder. I've been reading in a book where it takes 2 to 4 weeks to get over your sugar addiction. And so I think as it's getting closer to 4 weeks, I'm really starting to really crave, I don't know, maybe there's this my body's like, oh, she's almost over it. We got to suck her back in. But anyway, I was really wanting something sweet by that point. And so I made the pancakes, and they're more like an omelet. It takes quite a bit of time to cook them, and they just didn't turn out pretty, and I was getting really distressed. And so I get them over to the table, and I start eating them, and they're not sweet at all. And even when I was making the pancakes, I was really wanting to put maple syrup on them. I was like, well, that's only partially cheating. It's not sugar, and that I was seriously I was getting weak. I was gonna do it. And so then when I get them to the table, I was like, maple syrup would not be good on this. So I thought ketchup, which is it's just another form of sugar syrup, tomato sugar syrup. And so I was like, no, be strong. And so I ate them, but I didn't love them. And they were perfectly good. I think if I had thought, okay, this is gonna be a savory pancake, and if you've ever had potato pancakes, it kind of reminded me of potato pancakes, and I like potato pancakes. And so if you like potato pancakes and you're trying to give up potatoes, you might try this recipe, and I'll make it for y'all sometime so y'all can see it. And so, but I was really disappointed. I was getting a little dramatic. I think I just, inside me, I was like about to cry because it was so not good. But it wasn't good. It was just all in my head. It was like, so this is my internal struggle that I'm trying to I feel like this is a little crazy. But anyway, but my husband tried one. He was like, oh, these are so good. And it was like one of the most positive responses I've had from my husband of some of the things that I've been making. And I have a little clip of him. And so that at least turned the day around. So I had one disaster and one like maybe a new food that we're going to incorporate into our family. So that was a win at least, and helped my day get a little brighter. And so the other thing that we did this weekend is that I think it's good to eat healthy, but I think you also need to exercise a little bit. So as a family, we went out for a walk, and I wanted to share that with you too, because it was really fun. It was kind of cloudy outside, but it was like 68, so that's pretty good for January. For joining me on another Sugar-Free 365. So please tell me if you've had some food disasters and food wins that you weren't expecting. And thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.